baby, follow my command, like zombie. Go down on me, oh, with your coca body. Follow my command, like zombie. Go down on me, oh, with your coca body. Cause this your milky for front enough for me. Hold on for me, I no go do me corny. And if you're milky in a fight, I saw me to look. Gelato honey, oh baby, some more deep. Baby, gonna waka when you enter my licha.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, mamas and papas, it's been an eventful week that has promised a lot and of course delivered on so much. But what we will be doing on this show is to brighten up this side of your week and make sure you get the best talking about football as we bring you Budweiser's Kings of Football. Now, of course, as you know, the show goes from Spain all the way to England to give you a proper wrap-up of everything happening in the world of football. I am Folajimi Oluwasegun James Akinshola, but you can simply call me Jimmy, and I will be leading you through what promises to be an exciting episode on the Kings of Football today. Yes, I am by myself, not with my sidekick, the one and only Ozomena, but I do have DJ Nana.
What's up, Jimmy?
What's going on, girl? How you doing?
I'm great.
You're looking nice. You're looking
Thank you
fresh.
so much. You look hot in pink.
Well, they call me the Pink Panther.
Okay.
Yes, not the Black Panther, the Pink Panther.
Okay, I
understand?
see. You look dashing.
I appreciate you. It's been an exciting week. You enjoy your holiday?
I did.
Of course. It's not going to be a holiday on the show today. I need your vibe.
Let's do this.
All right, y'all. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, as you know, every week we always give you a chance to win on the show. Yes, we give our contestants an opportunity to win 1.5 million naira, but we also give you, our viewers at home, the opportunity to win 50,000 naira just by beating the time. Yes, beat the time is what we do when we give you a question and give you 20 seconds to answer the question by going on our Instagram page to post the answer. Last week's question was, and I read, who holds the record for the most appearances as a player for Villarreal? The answer is, of course, Bruno Soriano with 425 matches. Bruno Soriano for Villarreal, that is the correct answer. And the first person to get that correctly was, and I read, within 20 seconds, Miriam_Mide. Miriam_Mide, you answer the question correctly, and you were the first to get it onto our Instagram page within 20 seconds. Now, here is your question for this week. The question is, when was Brian Little the manager of Aston Villa? The question is again, when was Brian Little the manager of Aston Villa? You have 20 seconds to answer this question. Go to our Instagram page, which is Budweiser Nigeria on Instagram, and your time to answer the question starts now. All right. Away from that, we also have our Don't Blink competition, which means you have to keep watching the show because every now and then we will flash an image of a footballer on the screen, and you have the opportunity to answer that question by going onto our page. Now, last week we gave you an image and these individuals did not blink, and our winners are Iyana Madu and of course Micah Dish. You both did not blink while you were watching the show last week, and I'm hoping our viewers this week will not be blinking. Make sure you keep your eyes on the screen for any image of a footballer you see. Once you see it, go on our page and answer the question and tell us exactly what you saw. That is not the only way we reward on the show. No. We do have many other ways, such as our FPL, where you will be getting a chance to join us on our FPL league. We do have, of course, the opportunity for you to join in that league and win. Well, that's nothing but pride at stake on that one. But if you're looking to win some cash, well, all you need to do is go to our website, which is at www.budweiser.com.ng, and you will be able to register for our King of the Match, which is where our leaderboard of winners will be. What happens at the King of the Match is that you get to predict the scoreline of each match being played in that week, and once you make a correct prediction, your points are tallied up and you go on our leaderboard. If you are at the top of the leaderboard at the end of the season, you win ₦1 million. Well, I think we're trying on the show to reward a lot of people. Here is another opportunity to get rewarded by making sure you watch what we call our Game of Kings. Watch this.
Niger Kings, get ready as Budweiser brings in La Liga's Roberto Carlos and myself for for an epic face-off on the field in the first ever Budweiser Game of Kings football tournament. Niger, it's on. In this battle of the greats, you have a chance to manage either myself or Roberto Carlos's team as they play alongside Nigerian players.
Simply drink Budweiser. Get your participation code under the crown cork and visit budweiser.com/Game of Kings to apply as manager and for a chance to watch the match live.
Game of Kings is brought to you by Budweiser, the official sponsors of the EPL and La Liga.
Let 'em know there's only one king.
Right, Game of Kings, as it's simply put, an opportunity to get to see John Terry and Roberto Carlos playing on Nigerian soil alongside our NPFL players, and to top it off, a viewer or a consumer just like you will get a chance to be the manager of either Smooth FC or Kings FC when both of them come to Nigeria to play. Talking about managing John Terry or managing Roberto Carlos and telling him to defend, or it's going to be amazing. And if you want to be a part of that, make sure you drink more Budweiser for a chance to be in the Game of Kings. Having said that, let's look out for our Kings to watch, those that might be doing big things this week in the world of football.
Backed up by Cancelo. Soyuncu's block. And in it goes from Bernardo Silva. He's looking for Foden. And Foden goes for goal. And Bernardo Silva gobbles up the chance.
It's Ivan Toney against Jose Sa. Sends him the wrong way.
Cash. Through the crowd it goes. Tony's there!
Towards Lukaku, it's Chilwell! Sub-strike!
Oh, and then Chilwell! How is that even possible?
For Andros Townsend to equalise.
Certainly can shoot from distance too. Boy, can he shoot from distance!
Vardy to his left. It's Jamie Vardy, and it is two.
Iosi Perez, right across, it's there!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for us to get straight into it. We've seen the Kings to watch. Well, now we have to watch those that are contesting for 1.5 million naira. It's only on Budweiser's Kings of Football that you get the chance to go home with 1.5 million. Will they be able to take it? Well, let's find out. Let's meet our contestants. Starting off with Team A. Dotun, how are you, sir?
Thank you.
What team do you support?
Man United.
Manchester United. Not a great season so far, but not too bad. Some people have it worse, I must say. But are you here with your team?
Yes, I am.
Let's meet your teammates right now. Teammates of Dotun, how are you doing today?
We're doing very good, thank you.
What team do you support?
Arsenal, yeah.
Arsenal. Just you or both of you?
Both of us.
Both of you are Arsenal fans?
Yeah.
Monday was not a great day, but it's okay. We'll discuss that another time. Having said that, let's meet the man on the other side, ladies and gentlemen. He is, of course, not necessarily a Red Devil, but he's also a gunner. How are you, sir?
Doing fine, thank you.
What's your name?
Daniel.
Daniel. You seem to be ready to face the lions and come out of the lion's den. But right now, are you here by yourself or are you facing the lion with your team?
No, I'm here with my team.
Let's meet your teammates then. How are you guys doing?
I'm
Doing good.
What are your names?
Victor.
Gerald.
What teams do you support?
Liverpool.
Chelsea.
Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal. They are all going against the Red Devils. Let's see how you manage it. All right, guys, I'll see you at the second half of the show. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into the game show itself. We've met our contestants. Let's read the Riot Act. Let's tell them the rules of our kickoff. The first segment of our game show. Level 1. The first individual to press the buzzer gets to answer the question. If he or she fails, the question will go to the second contestant. Every correctly answered question attracts 10,000 naira. Contestants will be given a yellow card if he or she hits the buzzer before the question is completely asked. A red card will be issued on the second hit. A red card means the contestant loses whatever money he has gotten till that point. Right, those are the rules of kickoff, and that only means one thing. It is time to kick off. Guys, you ready?
Yes, sir.
You ready, sir?
Yes.
Here come your questions. First question. Winger Arnaut Danjuma plays for which La Liga team? Real Sociedad, Villarreal, or Valencia? Team A. Villarreal is correct. Before joining Barcelona, Samuel Eto'o featured for which La Liga team? Options are Deportivo La Coruña, Levante, or Real Mallorca. Team B.
Real Mallorca.
Real Mallorca is correct. Who is the highest scoring Premier League striker never to win the league? Robbie Fowler, Michael Owen, or Sadio Mane? Team A.
Robbie Fowler.
Robbie Fowler is correct. Which former Premier League team played its football at the Liberty Stadium? Queen's Park Rangers, Swansea City, or Sunderland?
Swansea City.
Swansea City is correct. The following players were members of the Valencia title-winning side of 2004, except for one. Your options are Ruben Baraja, Mohamed Sissoko, or David Villa. Team
Mohamed
B.
Sissoko.
That is wrong. Answer?
David Villa.
David Villa is correct. Sixth question. Ethan Pinnock plays for which Premier League team? Burnley, Brentford, or Leeds United? Team B.
Leeds United.
That is wrong.
Brentford.
Brentford is correct. Seventh question. The coach with the record for the most promotions in English football is, options are Neil Warnock, Steve Bruce, or Scott Parker. That is the yellow card. You didn't let me finish the question. Answer the question, sir.
Steve Bruce.
That is the wrong answer. Next question. Who is the youngest member to win the Premier League title? Jose Mourinho, Johan Klopp, or Pep Guardiola? Answer.
Jose Mourinho.
Jose Mourinho is correct. Your ninth question. Real Betis' Yusuf Salabi plays for which African country? Mali, Senegal, or Guinea? Team A.
Guinea.
That is wrong. Team B.
Senegal.
Senegal is correct. All right, now for your final question. Where in Spain is Girona FC located? Basque, Catalonia, or Andalusia? Answer.
Andalusia.
That is the wrong answer. You have a better answer for me?
Basque.
Both of you are wrong. I won't be telling you the correct answer, but if both of them are wrong, what could be the right answer? It must be Catalonia. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the first half of the show. Well, not exactly the first half, the first round of the first half, which is our kickoff. Right now, let's see how they handle my through passes as we get to our through pass segment. Here are the rules. Level 2. These are club-related questions specifically prepared for each of the groups. The presenter reads the questions to the contestants. Answers to the question must be delivered within 20 seconds. For every correct answer, 25,000 Naira goes to the participants. All right, those are the rules of our True Pass segment. Now, will they be able to handle it? Well, they must know their teams very well. I do know that Dotun knows his team quite well because the way they've been playing recently, you can't say you don't know what's wrong with your team. But let's not talk about what's wrong with your team. Let's talk about what you know about your team. Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
4 questions about your knowledge about Manchester United. Are you ready, sir?
Yes, I am.
Here we go. First question. Sir Alex Ferguson did not win the league with Manchester United until what season in charge? His 6th, 7th, or 8th?
7th.
That is correct. In what year did Manchester United sign David De Gea? 2011, 2012, 2013?
2011.
That is correct. What position did Manchester United finish in the 2019-2020 Premier League season? 3rd, 4th, or 8th?
3rd.
3rd is correct. And last but not least, David Saxton was sacked by Manchester United after strings of uninspiring results in what year? 1976, 1984, or 1981?
1981.
1981 is your final answer?
Yes, it is.
Might as well be. That is the correct answer. That's 4 straight, 4 out of 4. If only Manchester United had such form on the pitch. Let's find out if Arsenal can do better than what they're doing on the pitch in the game show. You ready, sir?
Yeah.
All right, here come your questions. First question. What is Thierry Henry's middle name? Daniel, Emmanuel, or John?
Daniel.
You saying Daniel because that's your name too?
No.
It is Daniel. You are correct. In 2006 UEFA Champions League, how many matches did Arsenal go without conceding a goal? 9, 8, or 10?
9.
That's your final answer?
10.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
10. 10 being the number of Emil Smith Rowe, that is correct. Which position did Arsenal finish in the 1997-1998 league season? First, second, or third? First. That is correct. Last but not least, to go perfect. How many points were deducted from Arsenal for their part in a brawl with Manchester United on the 20th of October 1990? Your options are 6, 2, or 4.
4.
4 being your final answer?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you can't get 4 straight answers correctly because that is the wrong answer. Well, not bad if you're going by 3 out of 4. If you had said 4, then he would have gotten 4 out of 4 correctly. Having said that, it's time for us to find out if they can do better than they're finishing with their free kicks. Yes, it's time for us to get to our free kick segment, which comes in rapid fire style. Here are the rules. Level 3. A total of 10 questions will be asked each time within 2 minutes. Delivery of the question is fast and can be interjected by the word pass when unsure. For every correct answer, contestants win 10,000 naira. All right, you're welcome back. It's time for us to get straight into it. You understand the rules, very simple. You have a limited amount of time for you to answer 10 straight questions. Very fast. If you don't understand the question, you can skip it by saying pass. You ready, sir?
Yes.
All right, we're starting off with Team B because obviously they seem to be on a roll. You ready? Yes. Here we go. Who has played in a Merseyside derby, a North London derby, a Manchester derby, a Times Square derby, and a West London derby in the Premier League? Options are Emmanuel Adebayo, Louis Saha, or Michael Owen.
Michael Owen.
That is wrong. Who is the only player to score 100 goals for 2 Premier League clubs? Nicolas Anelka, Alan Shearer, or Robbie Fowler?
Nicolas Anelka.
That is wrong. Which team has conceded the most goals in the Premier League? 1,231 in 25 seasons. Your options are Tottenham Hotspur, Aston Villa, or Newcastle United.
Newcastle United.
That is wrong. Who is the only player to have scored goals for 7 clubs in the Premier League? Teddy Sheringham, Craig Bellamy, or Darren Bent?
Options.
Teddy Sheringham, Craig Bellamy, or Darren Bent?
Darren Bent.
That is the wrong answer. No Englishman has won the Premier League as a manager. How many Italians have done it? 4, 3, or 6?
3.
That is wrong. Whose managerial career lasted 13 games and produced 0 wins? Terry Connor, Tony Adams, or Alan Shearer?
Come on, give me a question.
Whose managerial career lasted 13 games with no wins? Terry Connor, Tony Adams, or Alan Shearer? Terry Connor is the correct answer. Miguel Angel Ferrer Martinez, better known as Mr., scored 19 goals for which La Liga team in 2004? Your options are Real Betis, Espanyol, or Valencia.
Espanyol.
That is the wrong answer. Your 8th question. How much did Real Madrid pay Manchester United for Cristiano Ronaldo? £75 million, 80 million pounds rather, or £82 million?
80 million pounds.
80 million pounds is correct. Which player holds the record for the most goals scored in a single match in La Liga? Unfortunately, you can't answer that question because your time is up. That's what happens when you ask me to repeat the options back to back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's his time done. Free kicks. Not so great at free kicks. Maybe he should focus on penalties. We'll see how you do when we get to that point. But for right now, it's your turn, sir. Dotson?
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Here come your free kick questions. Which club has scored the most goals from headers in the Premier League? Arsenal, Everton, or Stoke City?
Everton.
That is wrong. Which former Liverpool FC manager was once the club's physiotherapist? Bob Paisley, Brendan Rodgers, or Bill Shankly?
Bill Shankly.
That is wrong. Nicolas Anelka is one of 2 players to have represented Liverpool, Chelsea, and Arsenal in the Premier League. Who is the other?
Benayoun.
Well, that is correct. Which team won just 1 game in the Premier League in a Premier League season? QPR in 2002-2003, Sunderland in 2005-2006, Derby County in 2007-2008.
Derby County.
That is correct. Only 1 Italian international has won the league as a player. Which club was he playing for? Chelsea, Manchester City, or Blackburn Rovers?
Man City.
That is correct. Who has scored the most Premier League goals for 1 club? Alan Shearer, Wayne Rooney, or Sergio Aguero?
Sergio Aguero.
That is correct. Diego Maradona joined Barcelona from a then world record fee of 5 million, 15 million, or 10 million.
5 million.
5 million is correct. Which player holds the record for being on the winning team in an astonishing 334 top-flight games? Javi Hernandez, Iker Casillas, or Carlos Puyol?
Carlos Puyol.
That is wrong. Neymar scored 4 goals for Barcelona in their 5-2 victory over Rayo Vallecano in the 2015-2016 La Liga season. Who scored the other? Lionel Messi, Luis Suarez, or Sergio Busquets?
Lionel Messi.
That is wrong. Your last question is, which Arsenal player left to join Barcelona in the summer of 2008? Thierry Henry, Alexander Kleb, or Alex Song?
Alexander Kleb.
Alexander Kleb. That is correct. Quite impressive. He managed his time and his answers were sometimes correct, sometimes off. Well, that's all they can do in the first half of the show. Here are their earnings so far in the game show. Will they be able to add to it? Well, we'll find out on the second half of the show. But for now, it's time to get the master of the game in studio as Sean Amadi comes to discuss at halftime. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. That's right, this is still the Kings of Football show brought to you by Budweiser, which means it's Budweiser's Kings of Football. Now, of course, I do have the privilege of having the one and only master of the game, as we like to call him right here on the show. Sean Amadi is on set. How you doing, brother?
I'm fantastic, Jimmy.
Good to have you in.
Always a pleasure, honestly. For me, I look forward to this. It's second nature now. It's what we love to do, and what better way to do it? Keeping the standards high, doing it the royal way.
I like that. I like that. I like that. I like that. All right, so straight to it. There's no bigger news in the world of football right now than the big money moves that are being made.
Absolutely.
An entire club. We usually hear of players being transferred, being bought from here to there, but an entire club is now worth over 300 billion because the Saudis are in there. Is this good for football? First question. In terms of, we know what happened when the Super League was mouthed.
Yeah.
This is already a super team in itself if they are allowed to spend the money that they have at their disposal. But they've already made the first biggest move so far.
Absolutely.
Change of manager. Are you sorry for Steve Bruce?
Look at the headlines in England. The number one thing that comes to mind basically is that where football is going as a sport, it's supposed to be the most entertaining sports globally. But Newcastle as a team, they've struggled. They have. We've gone past the era of Alan Shearer and when Newcastle was a top team in
Remember
England.
Novi Solano?
Absolutely. They had names churning in. But when you have such a change at the top, the first thing that happens is the fans get excited. But when we look at the family, £300 billion sterling, a net worth of an entire country.
At their disposal.
At their disposal. That will change the dynamic of the top 6 or top 10.
That would change the entire Premier League.
It would change it for the better. And your question, your two-in-one question is it good for a sport? I would say yes, to an extent. Sport has become expensive to run.
Of course.
Football, from signing the right players, from getting the right managers to show up to get the job done. And the second half of your question is Steve Bruce. I feel pity, nothing but pity for the Englishman, because when you look at his career, he's gone from Villa to Sheffield Wednesday. He's gone through at least 10 teams in England. And I think he deserved one more season. He had a fantastic 2020-2019 season, but so far so good. Every time there's a change at the top, it trickles down downwards, and there's a ripple effect across the board. So they would need a marquee signing. They would need a top manager to manage what the future of Newcastle would look like going into 2022.
His absence creates a
vacuum.
A vacuum that needs to be filled. Who steps in that position? I'm hearing a lot of talk. Fonseca has been mouthed, has been in conversations with them. Steven Gerrard, we're hearing Conte. We're hearing a lot of things. Who do you think is in pole position to get this job?
That's a good one. For me, I think it would be about the board. They have their top choice. They have their shot list. They usually do. When you look at club side like Tottenham Football Club side, the way they've gone about their business in sacking, hiring, or Chelsea Football Club side, the board always has a short list in mind. They do. Then you know what happens next is the media starts to speculate. That's what we do. We put the news out there and you start to speculate. But for me, I think the right manager will be a manager that can attract the big names to Newcastle. It's a difficult sell.
You don't think they need a manager that understands how the Premier League works? And of course, backed with money, a manager that understands the Premier League would get them into Europe at least till the end of this season.
Right, well, I totally agree with that. They need a manager that understands the Premier League. But I'll give you a couple of names that understand it. Antonio Conte, for me, will get on that list easy.
Should be on that list. He's the number one available.
Absolutely, Maximiliano Allegri. And believe it or not, Jose Mourinho is getting into the mix now. He surely is. Signing a dotted line for Roma. We know that deal. It's not a deal that'll keep Jose there for 3 seasons. That wouldn't happen. So he's also on the list of 10. But narrowing it down to 3, I'll put Antonio Conte in there. I'm not sure about Steven Gerrard going to Newcastle. I don't know how that will pan out. We'll just be having another Ollie.
All over again.
Yeah, all over again. So we don't want that. We don't want a Frank Lampard all over again.
You probably dropped the name Arsene Wenger. I'm not going to let you do that.
Arsene Wenger.
But I mean, anything is possible.
Absolutely.
Money talks. Like I said, money talks. But away from that, we have already seen a scenario where one team has spent the big bucks in the transfer window. And the question now is that big bucks expenditure now affecting them, or is it that they can't manage what they spent money on? I'm referring to the Red Devils. I'm talking about Cristiano Ronaldo. Is he the problem, or is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer the problem? One of the two must be correct. Which is it for you?
Good question, Jimmy, I must say. I cringe when I hear Cristiano Ronaldo the problem.
Never.
I cringe every time that name comes up. Geez, the start speaks for itself. He's the most sought-after player. He's been that player for the past decade. He's churned out record-breaking
He's
numbers.
number one on every record.
Yeah, he's done everything. So when a manager sees a talent, an asset in Cristiano Ronaldo, he's got more followers than America as an entire country. He's got more followers than half of Africa. So trust me, his number speaks for itself.
The stats you come up with are crazy.
But ironically, when you look at the man, he's 36. Wow. I understand what he brings to the table, but the problem for me is not Ronaldo, it's Ollie.
So if it was left to you, you would get rid of Ollie?
I wouldn't just get rid of him. I'll have
You get rid of his entire backroom staff too?
No, I wouldn't do that. But I'll have a candid conversation with him because you need to look at it critically. Name a team in England that would say no to Ronaldo deal. That team does not exist. Chelsea could do with a Ronaldo. Arsenal could do with a Cristiano Ronaldo. I don't care if he's 40 years old, he would do the job.
Yeah, we'll take
it. But you need a manager that can actually look at the locker room, look at these talents and say, how do I infuse them?
So
how do I
let me
make
ask
it
you
work?
this. So where is Ollie getting it wrong? Is he that he's not as, the depth of his managerial ability is not that deep for him to be able to understand how to manage the quality he has on his team? Because I don't see, when the season started, when Ronaldo first came in, they were going out in flying colours.
Absolutely.
All of a sudden, things are not as they should be. They're conceding goals that they shouldn't be conceding. That's not a Ronaldo problem.
You're definitely right, Jimmy. It's not a Ronaldo problem. The problem basically is Ollie. For me, Ollie was relying on a happy camp. You can't rely on a happy camp
and expect things to work out.
You can't do that. Every time there's a top game, guess who shows up in the locker room? Sir Alex Ferguson shows up to give a pep talk of some sort. So I think Ollie managing Manchester is way out of his league, and they need a manager that can actually get the job done.
If you feel like it's not working, you make a change. You don't need 300 billion to decide to change your manager. Listen up, Manchester United. You need a better manager. Now, but let me say this to you. If you had the opportunity to be the coach of Newcastle, I'm just going to ask you to name the first 3 players you're going to buy. Just their names, don't tell me why. Just give me 3 names you first acquire as manager of Newcastle.
I would love that job, by the way. I'd love to manage Newcastle with all those billions of checks, yeah. But the first player on my list would be Robert Lewandowski, the Polish international. I would like to have him there. Marco Verratti of Paris Saint-Germain. Marco Verratti, brilliant player. And third will be Koulibaly of Napoli. They need a very strong defender in that back line for Newcastle. And when you've got Marco Verratti in the middle of the park and you've got a Robert Lewandowski up front, you would nail any team in England. You'll give them all sorts of problems. So that'll be my first 3 signings.
Check your emails. Somebody might be messaging you for an
All right,
opportunity
bring it on.
to be the manager of Newcastle United. Having said that, we're leaving Newcastle. We're going back all the way to Spain to talk about a legend of the game. He is one that nobody ever questions his legendary status because he is Xavi Hernandez.
Legend of the league, Xavi. The Kings of Football proudly presents the legend of the league for this week, the extraordinary Xavi Hernandez. Born Javier Hernandez Cruz, Xavi is a product of the prestigious Barcelona youth system, La Masia, which he joined at age 11. The son of a former professional footballer, the Barcelonian was inspired by compatriot playmaker Pep Guardiola as a child. Almost signing for Milan at 19 with his father's consent, Xavi was said to have given a yes to Barcelona following his mother's request. Breaking into his senior career in 1998, the chap made the news the following year as La Liga Breakthrough Player of the Year. He rose to become a midfield king and the captain of the team. Under the leadership of Xavi, Barcelona claimed La Liga and Supercopa de España victories for 2 consecutive years. Xavi's rare ability to control games as a deep-line playmaker earned him the moniker, the puppet master, and for always being 5 moves ahead of the next play. He got the nickname La Computadora, gaining a huge fandom at Camp Nou for his mesmerizing assists and creative passes. The commentators' delight, Xavi was crowned the player of the tournament at Euro 2008. Also an integral part of the Spanish national team at various age stages. Xavi rose from the under-17 to the core team, contributing his metronomic passing and ability to read the game to Spain's big win at the 2010 FIFA World Cup. As one of the few recorded players to have made above 1,000 professional career appearances, Xavi won over 30 international trophies in his career, including Ballon d'Or and the Olympic medal, being the second most decorated Spanish player in history. After his 500th La Liga appearance for Barca, it was time to say goodbye, and the 1-time La Liga Spanish Player of the Year and 3-time La Liga Midfielder of the Year, who lifted 3 Copa del Rey and 8 La Liga trophies, was given a befitting farewell tribute in 2015. This was not just the end of Xavi's 24 years of sustained success with the club of his life. This was truly the end of an era. Even as Xavi now controls games from a managerial standpoint, the Spaniard still remains one of the most intelligent players to have ever graced a football pitch. To a legend of the league, it's Viva La Liga, Viva Xavi Hernandez.
All right, you're welcome back. This is, of course, Budweiser's Kings of Football. And, of course, as you know, we've been through the first half. We've also just given you our halftime analysis of everything happening in La Liga and the Premier League. So right now, we're back on the second half of the show. Usually, you would have Ozo here, boys, on international duties, making sure that, you know, he represents very well. When he gets back, he'll explain himself. But for right now, let me take some corner kicks to my man, Dotun. Dotun, how are you feeling?
Good.
Before we get into it, let's get the rules of our corner kick so you don't have any issues. Here are the rules of corner kick. Level 4. There are 5 questions for each team. Each question has an expiry period of 20 seconds. Team leaders can consult his or her team members for assistance. For every correct answer, a contesting team wins 20,000 naira. All right, it's time for us to get into it. Those are the rules. Here are your questions. First question. On the first day of the inaugural Premier League season, there were 13 foreign players in action for 11 different clubs. Which 2 clubs fielded 2 each? Leeds and Liverpool, Arsenal and Manchester United, Ipswich Town and Nottingham Forest, I beg your pardon.
Arsenal and Man United.
Arsenal and Manchester United is correct. The lowest attendance of any Premier League match pre-COVID was recorded on the 26th of January 1993. When just 3,039 fans turned out for a match in which stadium? Selhurst Park, Ellen Road, or Loftus Road? Remember, you have your teammates. You can.
Okay, let me consult my friends.
All right, let's consult your team. They are Arsenal fans, but they should know a lot about the Premier League.
I think we're going with Loftus Road.
Yeah.
Loftus Road?
Loftus Road, yeah.
That's your final answer? Thank you very much. Is that your final
Yeah,
answer?
I'll go with them.
You're going with them?
Yeah.
Well, you're going wrong. That is the wrong answer. Next question. Michael Bridges remains the youngest player to ever appear in the Premier League. For which club did he make his debut in 2007 as a 16-year-old? Everton, Fulham, or Charlton Athletic?
Fulham.
That's your final answer?
Yeah.
Fulham is correct. Who was the first to propose the idea of a national league in Spain? Your options are Alex Petit, Andrew, Jose Maria Archa, or Eric Borja Iglesias.
Okay, so Eric Borja Iglesias.
That is the wrong answer. Your last question on the corner kick. In what year did Spaniard Luis Suarez sign for Inter Milan in what was a then world record fee of £152,000? 1957, 1966, or 1961?
1961.
1961. You don't want to ask your teammates?
1961.
1961 is the correct answer. That's not too bad for your corner kick segment. You could have done better, but
This is what it is.
it is what it is. Let's find out what exactly it is on the other side. Are you ready for your corner kicks?
Yes.
I hope you have the head for this one. First question. As player manager, Peter Reid did it for Manchester City, Trevor Francis for Sheffield Wednesday, Gordon Strachan for Coventry, Vialli for Chelsea. Who did it for Manchester United? Roy Keane, Alex Ferguson, Ryan Giggs.
Ryan Giggs.
Ryan Giggs. That is correct. Next question. What links Mark Robbins in 1994-1995, Steve Kaba in 2006-2007, David Nugent 2009-2010, and George Boyd in 2014-2015? Here are your options. Captain clubs on debut, played for 2 relegated clubs in the same season, and were top scorers with 5 goals each.
Played for 2 relegated clubs.
Played for 2 relegated clubs, that is correct. That's 2 in a row, my friend. Third question. Christopher Weir is the only Liberian to have won the Premier League. Which team did he play with? Arsenal, Blackburn Rovers, Manchester United?
Come and give me the question.
Question is, Christopher Weir's score is the only Liberian to have won the Premier League. Which team did he win it with? Arsenal, Blackburn Rovers, or Manchester United?
Blackburn Rovers.
That is the wrong answer. Arsenal would have been correct. On how many occasions did Athletic Bilbao win the league title in the 1930s? Options are 1, 0, or 7. You have your teammates.
Let me consult my team.
You want to consult with them? Yeah. All right, let's go to our teammates at Team B. Chelsea, Liverpool. How you guys doing? You ready?
Yeah, we're good.
All right, here is the question again. On how many occasions did Athletic Bilbao win the league title in the 1930s? 1, 0, or 7?
7. I'll go with 7.
You're going with 7, that's your final answer. Thank you very much. Let's find out if that is your final answer.
I'm going with 1.
You're going with 1?
Yes.
Well, it's a good thing you didn't go with your friends because you are correct, they were wrong. Your last question will be, how much did Real Madrid pay Liverpool to sign Steve McManaman in 1999? Nothing, 2 million, or 6 million?
6 million.
That is wrong. You missed 2 out of 5. 3 out of 5 is not a bad performance, I must say, but you have a better chance when we get to our VAR segment. Speaking of our VAR segment, that's where we're going right now. If you're wondering what the rules are, well, here they are. Level 5. There are 4 videos showing different games. Contestants are to study the movement carefully. The clip will be paused at some point in time. Contestants are to determine the outcome of the move, ranging from a goal, a save, a miss, a yellow card, a red card, a free kick, etc. And this must be done within 30 seconds for every correct answer to get 75,000 naira. Alright, those are the rules of VAR, and I'm going to be starting with Daniel, who is an Arsenal fan. Daniel, you ready?
Yes.
Alright, let's get to your first clip. Please roll the clip. Daniel, so tell me, is that a goal, a save, or a miss?
Let me ask my team.
You want to ask your team? Let's talk to Team Daniel, Team A, not Arsenal fans, Liverpool and Chelsea. So, is that a goal, a save, or a miss, guys?
It's a save.
It's a save? Is that your final option?
Yeah.
All right, it's a save. Are you going with your guys?
Yes.
A save? All right. So roll the clip. Well, what a super beautiful goal if you were playing SNES back in the days. But having said that, you have another chance. Here is your second clip. Will you be sticking with your team or will you be going with your option? Let's find out. Let's roll the clip. Slightly tougher one. Is it going to be a goal, a save, or a miss? What's your call?
Yeah, let me go with my team again.
You want to go back to your team?
Yeah.
All right, Team A. Are you guys ready?
Yeah, we are.
What's your call? A goal, save, or a miss?
I think it's a miss.
You think it's a miss? You agree it's a miss? Not a save, not a score?
I'll go with them.
All right, it's a miss. Please roll the clip. Two goals and you got them wrong. Yep. Daniel, you're really an Arsenal fan, I must say. Arsenal don't seem to know how to score these days. That must be the reason why you had your issues. But he got no points in that round. Will he be able to do better on the other side? Let's find out. Dotsu, you see how the game goes?
Yeah.
Let's roll it. This is a tough one. You know, you're not too sure what's going to happen, but I think you have an idea, Dotsu. What's your call? Save, goal, or a miss?
It's a goal.
It's a goal?
Yes.
You don't need your teammates for this one?
It's a goal.
It's a goal. Let's reveal. Wow. Wow. I actually watched this game and I knew it wasn't a goal. So when he said it was a goal, I was like, But anyways, let's see if you have a chance to win in, of course, the next clip. If anyone can get it correctly in this VAR segment, it seems to be tougher than usual. Please roll his next clip. So having calculated the trajectory and of course as a projectile moving from one place to the other, the distance moved from point of kick and point of elevation. In a nutshell, is it a goal, save or a miss?
I want to ask my friends.
You want to ask your friends?
Yes.
I think you need to ask your friends for this one. Friends of the house, how are you doing?
Well, I'm doing okay.
Oh yeah, tell us, show us how okay you're doing. Is it a goal, a miss or a save?
Yeah. We're going with a goal. We're going with a goal.
You're going with a goal?
Yeah.
So you mean he bent it in?
He's going to drop it.
All right. Let me find out, is that your final answer, sir?
Yes, I'll go with them.
It's a go, it's a go. Shannon Wale, director. What can I say? They didn't get goal on that side. They got goals on this side. Nobody got it right. Ladies and gentlemen, nil, zilch, nothing going away from our pockets on the VAR segment. But the big one is next, the penalties, where we stand to give out 250,000 naira if they can just get both questions correctly. How would they do it? Here are the rules of penalties. 6. 4 memorable events will be presented. Each team will answer 2 of the questions. The contestants are to give details of the memorable events, while the presenter takes note of vital specifics. A well-detailed answer will attract a favorable response from the presenter. Every correct answer attracts 125,000 naira. Alright, those are the rules of our penalty segment. Remember, you stand a chance to win 250,000 naira, $250,000 naira from this segment alone. You have the options of using your teammates, and of course, as a caveat, you get to choose what question you answer. As the man that has been in the lead from the start of the game show, you get to go first. Are you ready, sir?
Yes, I am.
All right, pick a question from 1 through to 4.
Okay, so I'll pick 2.
All right, your first question comes from question 2. Here we go. In 2014, Manchester United welcomed Aston Villa at Old Trafford, and barely 2 minutes into the game, something quite bizarre happened, which prompted a reaction from the United fans. Describe what happened.
2014.
Yes. Old Trafford. Manchester United, Aston Villa.
Okay, so I think 2014 Aston Villa Old Trafford was the game where United fans flew out the Moyes out banner. Yes, that's what I believe.
That's all?
I think that's the easiest thing that happened to me into the game. That's what I believe.
You don't want to ask your friends if they have anything to add for you?
Yeah. If it's good, it's good. I feel that's what happened in that game.
I'll be generous. Just for this question, I'll be generous. There was more that happened, but you have the main gist of it. Yes, a plane was flown over Old Trafford. Not just one, actually. 2 planes were flown out with the words, "The wrong one, Moyes out," which prompted the fans to continue to say, "Moyes out." I'll give it to you, just because I'm being lenient.
Thank you very much.
It'll be tougher the next time. Pick your next question, sir.
3.
Question 3. Here we go. January 2007, Osasuna took on Atletico Madrid at the Vicente Calderon Stadium. They lost that game by just 1 goal. What grabbed the headlines was the record that Carlos Soler, Raul Garcia, and Roberto Soldado, as well as Ricardo Lopez, helped ruin on that day. What did they do, and what record did they spoil? The key players again, Carlos Collier, Raul Garcia, Roberto Soldado, and Ricardo Lopez.
Okay, I want to ask my friends.
All right,
Real
let's
quick.
go to your teammates. Teammates, you heard the question. What's the answer?
This is a very hard one. There are 4 people in question here, so the only thing we can think of is a fight probably broke out, red cards, all 4 of them got red carded. Maybe that's the record. Really, that's the best option we can think of right now.
So yeah, I'm going with them.
So their final answer is what?
The fight broke out and 4 of them got sent off.
4 of them got sent off.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, that's half of the answer. As you know, I asked for 2 things.
Okay, so 4 of them broke out.
That doesn't mean that's the correct answer.
No, okay, so I want to just include an addendum here. I think a fight broke out, 4 of them got sent off.
Okay.
I think the record that was broken was most red cards in 1 game.
Unfortunately, I'm not going to give you that one. You got half of it correct, which is 4 players got sent off, which meant for the first time, Osasuna ended the game with 7 players, which also meant that Osasuna, the most disciplined team lost the record of the most disciplined team in the league. So you get 1 out of 2.
Fair enough.
Moving on. All right, you got 2 options here now. You have question 1 and question 4. What's your first question?
One.
You want to go with 1? All right, here we go. Halloween of 1998, a few days before Sevilla derby, 15 Real Betis players, including record signing Denilson, made the news for all the wrong reasons. Betis president Manuel Ruiz de la Porta fined the players involved, and come match day, the Sevilla fans mocked these players with their chants. The game ended in an embarrassing loss for Real Betis. What did the Betis players do to get them in trouble? Please describe the event.
I'm going with my friends.
Let's go with your friends. Your teammates are ready.
Yeah.
Guys.
I think since it's Halloween, I think they went for a party, or I think they went for a party dressed in different costumes that were against what the team accepts or something. I don't know. That's all I can think of right now.
I want you to be honest with me. Are you guessing or you know this for a fact?
I'm actually guessing.
Okay. I get you. Thank you for your honesty. You heard him. He's guessing. Are you going with him?
Yeah, so let me just add to it.
Add to it. Wonderful.
Yeah, so the Real Betis players actually went out for a drink. So I think they get drunk and they were not fit for the match day. And they
Unfortunately, let me save you from your misery. You are so wrong. It's terrible. Don't listen to your guys. They are all guessing. Hope you do better in the next question. Here's your next question. So do you want me to tell you what happened in that game?
Yeah.
Okay, basically the guys lied to their spouses that they were going for an official game, official team meeting. Or they went to a party with 38 other women. So they got fined, they got banned, and players were being mocked at the stadium. That's what happened. Okay, footballer, carry your wife with you. Last question for you on our penalty segment. In 1996, Liverpool faced Newcastle United in a feisty and entertaining 4-3 win. This loss contributed in derailing Newcastle United's title challenge, but Kevin Keegan did something that day that became so iconic that he featured in the Premier League highlights reel for 4 straight seasons. What did he do? Please describe the event.
Newcastle actually lost their lead in the table, and after the match against Liverpool, during the press conference, they actually threw the tantrum, like blaming other parties. They were just blaming other parties, and they ended up losing the league, and Blackburn won the title. So the press conference actually was an iconic day. So it was actually a reference to the press conference. So the tantrum.
You want to ask your teammates, or is that your final answer?
Let me ask.
All right, let's ask your teammates. Guys, do you have a better opinion of what transpired between those two teams, and what did, of course, Kevin Keegan do?
No idea.
No idea whatsoever, right? Well, that is the wrong answer. The actual incident that transpired in that particular game, the most pivotal one, you're not too far from it, but the most pivotal one was after a goal was conceded by Newcastle, which ultimately ended the game. The end result was Kevin Keegan slumping on the advertising hoardings at the end of that game, and he went on to say a lot of things, but that was the most pivotal part that was replayed season on, season out for 4 seasons straight. Well, at this point in time, there's nothing they can do to add to their pot. What we can do for them is to give them their winnings on this episode of the Kings of Football Show. Ladies and gentlemen, I told you, whenever DJ Nana is on deck, you already know that me, I'll be giving them some vibes on vibes. You understand everything that I'm doing in the studio, you understand? Keeping it focused. Ladies and gentlemen, it's still the Kings of Football. I am Jimmy. It's been a fun show for me, obviously by myself. Ozo not here. Ozo, where are you? But right now in studio, it's time to reward our contestants. Starting on, of course, Team B. And you know on the show, if you're starting off first on our presentation, that means you're second best. Daniel, please step up, pick up your check of 195,000 naira. You have amassed that on the show today. You could have done better.
Definitely.
What really happened?
Yeah, so it's just some basic hiccups on there.
Normal things that happen in life, have you?
Yeah, definitely.
They happen. Congratulations.
Well, an Arsenal fan.
Well said. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And on the other side, our winner, our king of football for today, the one and only Dotun. Congratulations, you've been able to win 385,000 naira. Pick up your check, sir. Congratulations to you.
Thank you very much.
Well done. You did impressively well. Do you think you could have done better?
Yes, I could have gotten a few more questions correctly.
So it's not my fault that I wasn't too generous.
No. You were generous with one, so we'll take the other one.
I thought.
Exactly.
At least Ronaldo saved you, so congratulations. Any quick word to Budweiser?
Oh, thank you very much for the opportunity to be here. It's a good one. It's a very, very good one to earn money showcasing your knowledge for football. So, yeah.
All right, thank you very much. I appreciate it. And of course, for our viewers at home, Ozo wasn't around this week. Well, I hope you were entertained. DJ Nana got me going. I hope she got you going. But what you got to do is to catch us same time next week as we bring you Budweiser's Kings of Football. I'm Jimmy saying goodbye and God bless.
Niger Kings, get ready as Budweiser brings in La Liga's Roberto Carlos and myself for an epic face-off on the field in the first ever Budweiser game of Kings football tournament. Niger, it's on.